The Cherish Support Foundation is a non-profit and non-governmental organization established in the year 2005 with the primary objective of providing humanitarian support and economic empowerment to the less privileged persons in the society, comprising mostly of the orphans, the widows, the disabled, and other vulnerable families and individuals. The foundation initially flourished as Chiroma Shehu Ruma Foundation until 2009, when it was renamed Cherish Support Foundation by members of the Governing Council to give it a broader outlook that will symbolize its vision to operate as national and internationally recognized non-governmental institution. The headquarters of the foundation is located in the northwestern state of Kaduna State, in the northern region of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It also has regional offices in Abuja, the federal capital, and Katsina, the capital city of Katsina State, as well as an area operation office in Batsari Town, the headquarters of Batsari local government area of Katsina State. To ensure successful implementation of all its plans, the foundation developed a comprehensive master plan as a guiding document that comprises of 5 core areas of programs initiative through which to improve the living standard of the orphans and other vulnerable families and individuals who are the major target beneficiaries of the foundation. These programs include the Social Development Initiative, Empowerment and Wealth Creation Scheme, Healthcare Support Project, Education and Human Capital Transformation, as well as Peace and Conflict Resolution. The foundation began its field operation activities of providing social assistance to the poor in 2005, starting with a target population of the poor and neglected rural communities of Batsari Town and its neighboring villages as a model, with the overall objective to gradually expand these social services to cover other states of northern Nigeria and the entire country and beyond. Through these 5 core areas of development initiatives, the foundation had succeeded in transforming the lives of these orphans and other vulnerable groups who are identified through a comprehensive local capacity survey conducted by the foundation in collaboration with the Department of Community Development of Bayero University, Kano. Under the Social Development Initiative, the Cherish Foundation provided social security intervention in terms of monetary assistance of 5 to 10,000 naira equivalent per family to engage in small-scale businesses to become self-employed and contributors to the economic growth of the larger society. So far, nearly 500 families had benefited from such social assistance in each of the 5 selected constituencies of Batsari, Ruma, Wagini, Madogara, Endaka, and Maikaranshal villages, with the foundation disbursing over 3 million naira under the scheme. The foundation had successfully implemented this program in Batsari and surrounding localities as a model, and is planning to extend this similar experiment to other orphans and vulnerable groups in the other states of the northern part of Nigeria and indeed the country at large. The only major problem hindering the foundation's ability to accomplish and actualize this mission is lack of adequate funds. The survey conducted indicates that the foundation rarely requires large amount of funds to cover the identified orphans and vulnerable groups in the 19 northern states of Nigeria and possibly the entire country at large. Still under the Social Development Initiative, the foundation had constructed boreholes with overhead tanks and standby generators at the nearby premises of Izala and Dariqa mosques in Batsari Town, as well as Iruma and Zamfara villages, which are providing potable water to communities of these areas. The foundation intends to construct more of such boreholes for the poor and vulnerable families in other states of Nigeria if it succeeded in securing the needed funds from the donor agencies. Under its Wealth Creation and Economic Empowerment Program, the Cherish Foundation provided microcredit facility to farmers' cooperatives, women groups, petty traders, and small and medium-scale entrepreneurs to fully engage in farming and business transactions in order to boost the local economy and overcome the problem of hunger, poverty, and unemployment. Under the scheme, The farmers' cooperatives were given cow bulls with farm implements, while the women groups received the credit facility in form of sewing and knitting machines, as well as weaving, dyeing, cream and detergent making materials. A large number of farmers' cooperatives, women groups and small business entrepreneurs benefited from the microcredit disbursement, while the foundation spent millions of naira to acquire and distribute such credit facility. In order to lay a solid foundation for the success and continuity of the economic empowerment program, the foundation established a microfinance institution, the Cherish Microfinance Bank, to sustain the delivery of the microcredit facility to the target groups. The foundation is currently in the process of recapitalizing the bank to meet the 2 billion naira benchmark of being a national bank, and collaborate with local and international funding agencies to accomplish this objective. On the aspect of education and human capital transformation, the Cherish Support Foundation had established a comprehensive community education centers in Batsari, Ruma and Maikaranshar localities for the complete transformation of these generations of vulnerable human resource, comprising mostly of the orphans and women groups. The foundation sponsored these orphans and other children from the poor families and women groups to undergo various studies in both Western and Islamic education, and at the same time acquire vocational and skills acquisition training in various crafts such as sewing, knitting, weaving, clothes dyeing, cream and detergent making. The community education centers are also provided with internet facilities for online examination registration. To consolidate its achievement in the area of education, the foundation established a comprehensive internet-compliant ICT academy to provide advanced computer and other related ICT studies. The academy comprises of ICT training classes, standard e-library, internet cafe, conference hall, student hostel, staff housing units, lecture theater, bakery and restaurants, as well as sports and recreation centers that are all equipped with modern state-of-the-art facilities. Due to lack of adequate funds, now the Cherish Foundation requires more funding from the donor support agencies to upgrade and sustain the ICT academic programs. On the aspect of healthcare services, the Cherish Foundation had established a standard community hospital in Batsari town as a model to provide free healthcare services to the orphans and other poor and less privileged and neglected persons within the surrounding localities. The hospital comprises of surgical theater, a pediatric and maternity wards to address maternal and child mortality, a well-stocked pharmacy, staff quarters, a standby generator, and advocacy section for patient mobilization, especially women and nursing mothers who are the most vulnerable. Similarly, the foundation organizes a community outreach sensitization visits to educate the rural populace, especially the pregnant and nursing mothers, on preventive and first aid management of ailments and other diseases like malaria, vesicovaginal fistula (VVF), tuberculosis, HIV/AIDS, and the significance of routine immunization of children against killer diseases. In this regard, the foundation requires large amount of funds in order to sustain the provision of these healthcare programs to the vulnerable rural and semi-urban communities of Batsari area and the other targeted less privileged populace in other states of Nigeria to have a healthy population capable of engaging into the productive sectors of the economy. In the area of peace and conflict resolution, the Cherish Support Foundation initiated a series of programs in dealing with the challenges of having access to justice for the poor and other vulnerable families. These initiatives include the formation of disputes mediation committees with membership drawn from the religious and community leaders. Through these committees, resource persons are trained to provide legal counseling and disputes mediation through identifying the families and communities where disputes occur, and bring the warring factions on a roundtable mediation for peaceful resolution of the crisis, devoid of any ethnic, cultural, or religious background. This model and experimented initiative has over the years resulted in a peaceful coexistence and harmonious relationship among the targeted poor and neglected communities. The Foundation will extend this type of program of action to other states of Nigeria, especially the northern states, where ethno-religious crises are most frequent. The Charity Support Foundation is therefore prospecting partnership and support from both the local and international projects funding institutions like UNICEF, UNESCO, UNDP, Melinda Gates Foundation, the Pathfinder, local NGOs and civil society groups to secure adequate funding for the replication of all its model projects to the other less privileged and vulnerable communities in the entire northern states of Nigeria and the country as a whole.